Ooh, Warrior's Gate. Okay, let's do Grover.
So,
First of all, let's change up the skin, because I feel like I always use Grobot. It's a nice skin, but let's get some variety. Let's do this skin. And yeah, Grover got kind of a bit of a power shift. So his weapon now does 50 more damage at base. So close range damage has gone up, and I believe this also affects the scaling, so he should just be doing more damage in general, which is also buffed to Ferocity when you consider that Ferocity makes the scale even more. So, pretty nice damage buff, considering that Grover's identity is kind of being basically the best hybrid support in the game for dishing out a ton of healing and a ton of damage at the same time. And then Rampant Blooming got nerfed, so the initial heal went from 500 to 425, and the healing over time went from 300 to 275. So, basically, the healing on the actual Vine heal is worse, but the base Blossom is still the same. So, I think Grover is still going to be a pretty good champion. Someone who's very consistent, very powerful, both in the healing and damage department, because that base Blossom didn't get touched, and the base Blossom, when scaled with the curative passive, is just, it's still kind of ridiculous. But yeah, the Vine heal is going to be a little bit less consistent. It's going to be more like a mini Blossom than just a straight-up second Blossom. So, here we go, Rampant Blooming. Also, we can point out the keywords now have sort of rich text. They have colors now. Woo! I still think the keywords are a bad thing in general, because it creates a situation where you've got 3 different damage and healing numbers for each of the talents, which is just weird to balance. And hopefully they'll remove them eventually, but for now, we have Grover buffs and nerfs to test, so we're just going to play with it. It is what it is. And we're going to go for, I think, this build. So we got Fatalis, Unstoppable for DR, Verdant Expanse for Radius, and then Pick Up for a little bit of Vine cooldown reduction. And of course we buy Chronos. Chronos is very important. Gonna go Chronos Morale Boost this game. And hopefully keep Arnara topped off, and maybe get a few kills too. We'll see how good that damage buff feels. It is only 50 damage, but when you consider that he's cranking that out every second, it ultimately does add up to be, you know, a few hundred or a few thousand more healing. Or excuse me, a few thousand more damage throughout the match. So, yeah, there we go. Hit that Tiberius for, what was that, 525? Sadly, Lex is dead, but so is their Eevee. We're just going to pop back here. Let's hit him with that, and he dies. Good. I think I'm going to Vine up here, get that little bit of extra healing. And that was a 500 damage Axon Con. 400 at this range. Yeah, that is a little bit better than it was previously, I think. I am in very grave danger right now, though. Okay, Kasumi gets the Zin. That's good. Do 1,000 damage there to Pip in 2 shots. That's nice. Alright, I'm going in the Portal Con. Let's get a juicy Vine heal on the team. Hit that cripple, we can get another Blossom. And I think everyone should be living here in the early game. Yeah, there we go. Where the hell is it? I think I hit the counter. We're just gonna ult. Never mind, sorry, Lex. Too far away. I just kind of panicked. There we go, Zin's dead. Eevee, no! Eevee, no, stop it! Hopefully Katsumi can live here. That's a cripple. We should get reset on the Blossom here. There you go. And we are all chilling. I'm going to pop over to the right here for a sec, just to make sure we're doing a little bit of extra damage. And by that I mean miss every shot, basically. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to try and go for that Tiberius kill. Let's just finish you off. Get that cripple. And head on over here. That should be our cap, I think. Yeah, they're all dead. Alright, beautiful. Nice. What do you think of Damba in the current meta? I think Damba is basically perfect. He is the benchmark to which supports should be compared for balance. He is in such a nice spot. He's not overpowered. Not even close. I would say he's pretty middle of the bunch when it comes to his heal combo. He's got good supportive capabilities with his stuns, and then also with his speed boost he can provide if you go that build. Pretty good survivability. Pretty good damage, too, when you factor in consistent snake shots with the gourd damage. So, yeah, I think he's really great. He is not as strong as our current meta supports. I think Grover is definitely still in the meta, and I think, you know, you still have Genos, Lilith, and Furia to deal with, especially Furia this patch. He's looking better than ever since kind of her competition got nerfed. And then after those champions, it's just Damba as like the next best, in my opinion. You do have characters who can out-heal him, who I haven't mentioned, like Io and Saris. But the thing about them is they don't really do much other than that. Io, of course, does have her Luna bodyguard and, you know, the stun or whatever, but I think Damba just does more supportive stuff than she does, generally. Yeah, Damba is powered, not overpowered, exactly. Like, I don't think he needs any buffs, and I don't think he needs any nerfs. I think he's just in the perfect spot with Spirit's Chosen. You can maybe make the argument that, like, oh yeah, maybe damage Damba should be better, or maybe Rampant Gore should be reworked, or whatever. But as far as just base Spirit's Chosen, which is what everyone plays anyways, like, yeah, it's great. I love it. But yeah, back to Grover. I mean, this gameplay is feeling mostly the same. I definitely like the damage buff. I'm noticing it a few times here with some of these kills we've been getting. And the heal buff, or the heal nerf, excuse me, is also definitely noticeable, but he still does a lot of healing. And another one of the really strong things about Grover is his self-sustain. Unlike other supports, Grover receives 100% of the healing he gives out to others. It's like, if I press Blossom to heal Inara, I also get 100% of that Blossom. Same goes for the Vine. So he's just really tough to kill, which, you know, a support that's alive will do more healing than a support that's dead, even if, you know, the other support that's dead, while they're alive, would technically do more healing. And also, like, when everyone's inside the radius of Grover, it's pretty hard to outmatch his healing. Especially when it comes to the convenience of it. It's a huge radius, and it heals through walls. Like, that's just really good. Oh, Lex died. Okay. Alright, we're gonna ult. Might have been a mistake, considering my DPS are all just dead behind me. Pop up the Blossom, we can run away here, but yeah, Shin Mafia is gonna die. And that's gonna be the end of the push, sadly. Oh, fine. Work for me. Thank you. I think we live? Please? Oh, we live. Let's go. Alright. Let's get some morale boost now. We're going to crank this healing to the max. What do you think about Grok? He's fun. I love him. But he's obviously not meta. I think he's got some good stuff going for him with Totemic Ward. Sort of that hybrid healing damage playstyle. It depends on the situation. You've got to build the right comp for it. Spirit's Domain is, on paper, like, actually some of the best healing in the game. It's so much healing. You put 2 totems on somebody and then staff heal them with Curative. Yeah, it gets pretty bonkers. But the issue with that playstyle, as is with, you know, characters like Saris, is to do that, you sacrifice basically all your damage. Like, you're basically doing no damage if you're heal bonding with Grok that way. Because you're spending all your time shooting your team. So, it's a bit rough, you know? And then Maelstrom is good, but also, again, it's just like, it depends on the situation. You gotta have a grouped up team. You know, if you have a bunch of deployables and few barriers, it's much better. Uh-oh, Inara. What you doing over there? Let me help you out. Here's some healing. Oh, she teleported before the cripple hit. Alright, fair enough. I'll come back here, I'll help ult the point. Hit a Fat Blossom on Inara. That's like 900 healing, I think I saw there. She doesn't have Rejuve yet, and she's also not going Mother's Grace. That's just the power of Earthen Guard right there. Quick Blossom on you. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting double ulted here. Blossom. Vine. We actually lived. He should not have thrown me. He should have held me up to the sin. Betty going in. Nice. Lex. There you go. Stay alive, Lex. Oh, Pip is over there. Eevee's gonna fail the touch, and that's our cap. Beautiful. Where are you going? Alright, we got her. Good. And yeah, that shot there in almost melee range did 385 damage. That damage buff is actually so nice. Like, I'm really starting to like this, I think. I almost wish I went Ferocity just to test that, but obviously we also gotta test the Rampant Blooming change, so. But yeah, we killed him there. I don't think we would have killed him last patch with that axe. We did, like, what, 378 damage? So yeah, pretty good. Oh, the tree's in the way. That tree is so annoying. A lot of trees in this game you could just shoot through, but that one you can't. Like the actual leaves anyways. It's so weird. Fire! 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 There you go, I got you. Is Cripple Eevee? She is looking very low. So is Inara. Hold up. Oh, the Cripple missed. There you go, you lived this. Beautiful. Okay, come up here. There's that. Leave me at a Blossom. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I can't save Lex, nor can I save Kasumi, and I'm dead as well. I should not have stayed. Alright.
Such fun.
You hit a little over 900 at max range with Ferocity. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. Ferocity is... It's always kind of been one of my guilty pleasure talents, where, like... Even if it's not always been meta at varying times, it's just fun to do big wallops of damage at that range. So yeah, 1,000 damage per shot with a support is pretty crazy. Okay, team's pushing over here. Let me head over here, get a quick Blossom to Lex. Cripple! Yeah, we hit him.
30 seconds remaining.
I should have waited for Cauterize. Whoops. Lex is just gonna have to come over here. We're pushing this side now. Or just accept that he's not gonna heal. Okay, Ants Boy. Live. You live too. We'll spread the healing. There's a Blossom. I gotta get out of here, I think. That's a fat Blossom. I just saw everyone's health bar go up with that. That's good. Cripple didn't reset because of the shield, but we got another Blossom there. Let's Vine here. And they don't touch. Khan dies, Eevee dies. Good, that's the push. Throwing at max range and lining it with a cripple into another is so funny. Yeah, because that's, what, like 950 damage plus, what, 450? 425? 400 from crippling through. Right. So yeah, 400 there. So that's around, what, 1100, 1150 damage-ish?
Yes.
And then another axe, that's 2,000 damage there. Pretty crazy. Yeah, and he could just press a button and heal while he's at it, yeah. And if you're smart, you run Unstoppable, which is one of the best cards you can possibly run for Grover. I've really taken a liking to it. It's just such powerful and, like, consistent damage reduction. It's a combination of it being really powerful in its scaling and also lasting for 4 seconds. Like, if it still scaled the way it did, but only lasted, like, 2 seconds, it would still be really strong. Or, if it lasted for 4 seconds, but maybe scaled to, like, 20 at max, it would also still be really strong. But the combination of both of them is just like, wow, I can run this card at level 3, not even maxed out, and have basically Perma Haven 3. While I also heal myself with the same ability. It's really nice. Saved me so many times, too. Alright, there's a quick heal. Cripple didn't hit, we can get the Blossom now. Let me Vine over here, actually. Hello, Marion! That Cripple did 425 damage, even though the description says 400. I guess, is that outdated? Might be. I'm taking a lot of damage, let's ult. Here we go. Just use the whole thing, why not? There we go. Quick Vine. Let's cripple you before you put up the shield, that's another Blossom. And I will stay back here and cap again. Never mind. There's 800 damage. Missed a few shots! Oh! Hit that cripple, let's go. Come on, Eevee. There's 400. I want her. I shouldn't push that, though. As a matter of fact, I should run over here. Because Tiberius is on me. Ant boy. There's half your health back. Hit that cripple. Option Mafia. They didn't touch in time, so I actually won us the game there, Captain. Alright. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, this Grover power shift, I mean, it definitely hurts his healing output, but I think ultimately he hasn't really gone anywhere in the meta. I think he's about the same. We did 142,000 healing there with a non-optimized Zanara. She barely got rejuve and she wasn't playing Mother's Grace. And I also managed to do 53,000 damage. So I was up there with all my damage champions and actually outdamaged Lex. And I outdamaged some of the people on the enemy team there too. I outdamaged Eevee by, what, 16? 16 whole damage. I'm just that good. So yeah. I think he's about the same spot in the meta. I don't think these really nerfed him in any major way. It's just a power shift, but he's still one of the best options you can possibly pick right now.